And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing
basketball. This is my passion, on the court.
It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals. And this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
That's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
Rebounds. Oh, he got it. Hold on.
Welcome back to Game 4 as we get ready to start things up again. And a comfortable margin here for the 76ers guys.
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for him, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Lee, he's in at the point.
Ankles!
Out there.
Hold on. Bro. Hold on, bro. Hold on. I'm back.
The Sanders, and it's Byers in at the shooting guard position. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Bro, what are they doing?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets got the job done. He finished with 45 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds.
That was a center
Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused and beat them again.
Levine's checked in for Philadelphia. 1:16 left in the first half of basketball.
Hold on.
Here's the screen. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lee's got 4 points in the quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Hold on.
Lynn against Lee.
I need a block. Give me that.
Lee with the block.
Didn't I say I need a
+5
block?
advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Again.
That's good. Lynn's got his first 2 points of the night.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up. You can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it possible. And if they can use a few more sequences.
Let's go. Hold on. It's your boy. Back with another video.
Just like that.
Shot's good by Lee.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Screen by Jefferson. Kicks it to Ajinça. And the layup falls.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Lin with the steal. And oh, here we go with Lin. Nobody back. Drops in the breakaway.
That's
Love that one-man fast break.
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
Bro, that must have went in.
That'll
That's
do it for the
fake.
first half.
Hold on. I freaking air ball. I make those. I thought it was about to go in. I was like, air ball. I was asleep. Oh my god. Huh? I know what he said. He not there no more. That man left.
Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this round one playoff matchup. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade.
Wait,
Teams all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for Charlotte, Kemba Walker is out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Al Jefferson. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Patterson in at the 4 spot. And Lamb kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Here's Lee and the powerful one-handed slam.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence.
Slam,
just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
And Jefferson gets it to go.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Me keep doing
and a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist, and he gets
it.
I don't know what's happening defensively.
How he make that?
They're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
I was about to go out of bounds. Ankles! Run it off. Come on.
Lee goes in.
Run
it. He makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, guys, we had to take flight to get to this game tonight, but here's a guy who simply takes flight and flies at will on the basketball court. I mean, it's pretty surreal to watch a guy who can elevate to that level.
It's your boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance team. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the 76ers coach as he addressed his team. He talked to his guys about the importance of functioning as a unit, not as individuals, and on the need to help each other find open shots on the perimeter. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers. They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And the 76ers making a change here. Sanders is checked in. Just 5 on the clock. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The 76ers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And no good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. And some changes here for the Hornets. Alexis Ajinça comes in for Patrick Patterson. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Noel sets a screen for Lee. Here's the screen. Feeds it to Noel. 6 on the shot clock from 11 feet away. And it's in off the backboard. And the 76ers lead by 15. In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Lin kicks to Ajinça. The basket good off the assist from Lin.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Walker against Lee. Sanders dishes to Lee. Walker with some nice D. The Hornets have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Outside, Lin. Back to Batum from the corner. Rebound by the 76ers. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
All right, Charlotte, now we're ready for your viewing entertainment. The Hornets dance team. Make some noise!
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and show you the players with the best shooting percentage in the regular season. Freak is 2nd. In the 3rd spot, Dwight Howard.
Those numbers speak for themselves. I mean, do you think these guys helped their teams make it to the playoffs by shooting that well? You better believe they did. High-quality shooting is always important on playoff teams.
The drive by Lee. That's good. Lee's got 38 points.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
He trains the quick shot. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
Noel uses both hands to slam it down.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the 2nd half.
And Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
And the Hornets making a change here. Jefferson's checked in. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for the 76ers. Zach LaVine comes in for Noel. Lee outside. Passes it to Cross. LaVine kicks to Howard. Banked in off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 19.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Here's Jefferson. Misses the shot. And we welcome you back to our coverage of round 1 in the NBA playoffs. So it's Philadelphia now. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Lee in at point guard. Howard is out there with Levine, and it's Cross in at the power forward. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Lynn. Jefferson a screen on Lee. Fires from the line. The 17-footer. And it's sent back by Howard. Lynn from long range. That's good. Lynn's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Hornets.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
There's Lee with the three. Jefferson with the rebound. Hornets trail by 16. And there's the pass to Parks. Charlotte moving the ball around. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Lee with the ball. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's the three. Another miss by Philadelphia. Charlotte shooting at a decent 44% clip here. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Lamb, he's checked in for Charlotte. Kemba Walker comes in for Jeremy Lin. Here's Lee. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Lee's got 42 in the game. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Now the 76ers on the break. Levine can't hit.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
And he gets it to go. And the 76ers lead by 18.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance. Right now, it is just far too easy.
Walker the pass to Jefferson. Nobody near Kid Gilchrist. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got 5 rebounds tonight from past the arc. That is good. Lee's got 45 points.